So once again, thank you everybody for joining us today for our meditation. And we're very, very blessed and grateful today to have with us a beloved friend of the Marin Interfaith Council. So once again, thanks to the glory of Zoom, we're able to have Shokuchi Carrigan with us, who is a Soto Zen priest in the lineage of Shunryu Suzuki Roshi. She lived and trained for more than a decade at Green Gulch Farm here in Marin County and served on our board of directors at the Marin Interfaith Council. But she's currently living, practicing, and teaching in Brooklyn, New York, but has regularly been attending our MIC events from Brooklyn. And she's been such a beloved member of our Marin Interfaith community. And so we're so thrilled that she is able to join us today from Brooklyn. And she's going to be doing for us the body of meditation for what she shares with us today. So please, in your hearts and minds, welcome Shokuchi. Shokuchi, we're so glad to have you with us today.
You're on mute.
Okay. Am I on mute now?
Perfect.
Great. Okay. A message popped up in the middle of the screen partway through, and I was trying to figure out how to move it. Good evening. It's wonderful to have the opportunity to sit with you this evening and to practice with you. A whole continent between us. It's hard to imagine. Like you, I've been on Zoom all year, and I have been sitting with people in Ireland and Russia and all over the US. And I really have to say it, I found it to be quite a wonderful and inspiring experience to practice with people all over the world, knowing that we're all in the same place, really. We're dealing with some of the same issues and taking care of our lives and our family and our communities. So as Scott said, I'm a Californian, and I'm transplanted here to Brooklyn, and I've been here a few years now. And this is my little practice home where I'm sitting right now, where I sit with others. And I wanted to explore with you tonight the practice of meditation that is the practice of the whole body meditating. So when I myself began to practice meditation, my impression was that this was a mental activity. I was very interested in the mind and, what went on there. I do have a long background as a yoga teacher and even longer as a dancer. So I kind of felt my body was fully explored, and I wanted to sit down and look at my mind. And in the years since then, I've come to understand that there's really, there's as we are now learning, there's no separation. The practice of meditation is a full-bodied practice that includes the mind, but is not separate from it, and nor is it a practice which is just about the mind. So I've taken up in my own study and practice even more, with more commitment, bringing my attention to the fullness of my body-mind. And in the last few days, the phrase, this is a Zen phrase, sitting like a mountain, has come to me. And so I thought we would explore meditation from this perspective tonight, and then practice in the Zen way afterwards in silence. I'd like to encourage you to be comfortable physically. And sometimes when I teach this, I invite people to lie down. You can lie down if you like, but don't fall asleep. And if you are sitting up, that's fine too. Because we're going to bring the attention into some various parts of the body and explore them. So if you're lying down, there'll be the ground under you, and your head and your shoulders and your hips will be on the ground. And I recommend having the knees bent and the feet on the floor. And if you're sitting on whatever chair or cushion that you are currently choosing to sit on, or your sofa or whatever. And we'll work with that too in a similar way. And you may, if you like, close your eyes. If you're more comfortable keeping your eyes open, that's okay too, but just relax the eyes. And if you're lying down, you will notice the floor underneath you. Now, everybody here has had the experience of lying down, whether you're doing it or not. So I know that you can imagine and even retain a kind of sense memory of what it is to lie on your back on the floor. And for just a few moments, it might be good to bring that to mind. So when we're lying on the ground, the great advantage of that is that the whole body is aligned with the ground. It sets up an alignment that's natural and wholesome to our body, and which we sometimes lose when we leave the ground. But we can get back in touch with it. So whether you're lying down or sitting up, if you can bring your attention, your internal proprioceptive, it's called sensory attention, to the back of your head, and either imagine or feel the sense of the back of the head touching a surface. It could, if you're sitting, be thinking of a wall, just something back here that brings you into contact with that part of your body. And just take a few moments to feel that. And then we're going to move down the back of the body. So the next part that might touch the ground or a wall, should you have one that you're sitting against, is the shoulders, the back of the shoulders, your shoulder blades. And it would be on the same plane as the back of your head. So just noticing that single plane, whether it's the ground or an imaginary surface, and the back of the head and the back of the shoulders are all connecting with that plane. And take a moment to sense that, either by memory or by actual experience. And then moving down, you may feel various parts of your back, your rib cage, perhaps your lower back, all the way down to the hips. And the back of the pelvis, or the back of the hips, are also in line with the shoulders and the head. And just sensing what that's like. So this is the natural alignment of the spine. So the little vertebrae that fit together kind of like a puzzle in a vertical alignment are now all aligned. And if you're sitting, there's an ease that comes when the bones are supporting each other. And we'll get to the muscles in a minute because they have a direction too. Now, bring your hands onto the area of your upper chest, kind of in the vicinity of your heart. Okay, not being real picky about exactly the placement of the heart, but this area right here. And just let the palms of the hands feel the movement of the chest as you breathe in and out. Your chest might feel the warmth of your hands. Your hands might feel the warmth of your chest. Just taking in that sensation. Begin to feel that the hands, the skin on the palms of the hands and the skin on the chest are soft and sensitive to each other. So one of the expressions in Zen practice is wholehearted practice. This means an open heart, a warm heart, a generous heart. And then we're going to take the hands out to the side, just across the chest. And if you can, I have a wall right here, so I can't go too far with my left hand, but you can reach both hands out and extend the arms out from the chest. And feel the connection between the heart and the hands. And again, take a moment to breathe in and out, feeling this broad horizontal opening. And then letting the palms remain soft and open. You can lower them down. And if you are sitting, you can just bring them into your lap in a comfortable position, elbows relaxed. And if you're lying down, you can bring them further down to the ground or onto your body, whatever's comfortable for you. So this is the vertical and horizontal of our sitting mudra. Our sitting mudra. So in many religious traditions, the intersection of the horizontal and the vertical is an important spiritual concept. And it happens in our sitting practice, our meditation practice, that we create that through the body. And when we're sitting, that vertical alignment is in harmony with gravity. So we're bringing ourselves into accord with our world. And the horizontal is that sense of reaching out to everything else in the world. So it's a posture of accord and agreement. And now we've settled into it in a particular way. So we're going to bring attention to the top of the head. Just think about this spot right back up here. And the image I love to use for this, because I love this experience, there are wonderful shower heads. Big, I saw them in Hawaii, but I think everybody sells them now, these big round shower heads. And you turn the shower on and it's kind of like rain, but warm rain. And it comes down your body and it comes all the way down, all the way down, all the way down to the ground. So I'd like you to sense that you have something like that going on that's relaxing your skin from the top of your head all the way to the ground. And if you're lying down, you can feel it from the top of the head to the feet, or you can feel it coming straight down onto your body as though you were lying on a warm beach in a warm rain. Allowing the skin to become relaxed. Without the rest of the body falling down, so the bones stay quite upright. And then one more time, that shower, this time when it comes down, the muscles are relaxing. Muscles are relaxing down. And taking just a moment, go back to the vertical, that feeling of alignment with a vertical plane or the same plane along your back. And then remember the opening of the chest and the palms, the softness of the hands. And then feeling the skin and the muscles just relaxing down, 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 down. So no matter what position you're in, there's this sense of weight now coming into the body as it connects to the ground. So whether it's your feet or your hips or your back, you're feeling fully through the body your connection to the earth, to the ground. And now bring your palms of your hands onto your lower abdomen, that part below your navel. I call this the belly. And just let the palms of the hand rest there for a few moments. And sense what's going on there through the palms of the hands. You probably are feeling some movement. And that's the movement of the breath. And however the belly moves with the breath is just fine. Just allowing it to be as it is. But now making a mental connection with that ebb and flow of air. The oxygen and air that come in from outside and fill us, creating this swelling of the belly, and then as the air comes out, the belly relaxing. So at each moment, there's this connection and a porousness between what's in our skin and what's outside of our skin. And then let's go back one more time to the sense of the back surface of the body being on the same plane, the back of the head, the back of the shoulders, back torso, the back hips, all on the same plane. And feeling the heart, upper chest, heart area opening, and the energy and warmth moving out into the hands, and then the hands coming down onto the belly, and feeling the breath in the belly. All the while, the skin and the muscles are relaxing. And in this way, you can experience your body as a mountain, sitting like a mountain. And so sitting meditation with that image is wonderful because there's a lot of life on mountains. There are trees and birds and insects, all kinds of plants, and people sometimes hiking, and animals. And the mountain is still and quiet and completely open to all the life that is there. It doesn't really get involved. The life goes on, and the mountain is there sitting, kind of like a great protector, great, still, and silent protector. And the life happens And the mountain has its own life, its own internal life, which is quiet and still, but open to sounds, to sights, to smells, to tastes, open to everything. So we can bring this to our meditation posture, whatever the posture is, sitting or lying down or standing. Well, sometimes people stand for meditation. Or walking, people walk in meditation. And the main practice is simply to pay attention to this life of the body. And included in that life are thoughts coming and going, are maybe emotions arising and passing on. In our Zen practice, we practice to be open to all of that without the mountain moving. That is, the mountain doesn't get up and run around with all the creatures. It stays quiet and still. So we'll sit like that now for a little, and as thoughts arise in your mind, be the mountain. As sensations arise in your body, be the mountain. If you find yourself wandering off down a dusty trail, come back to your seat, come back to your verticality, to your horizontality, to the warmth of your hands and your heart, to the relaxation of your muscles, to the feel of the breath coming in and out. So I'll start a period of meditation for us by ringing the bell 3 times, and I'll end it with a single bell. back surface of the body on a single plane. Heart open. Hands soft and open. Skin relaxing from the top of the head all the way to the ground. Muscles relaxing from the top of the head all the way down to the ground. Breath rising and falling in the belly. Sitting like a mountain. Thoughts like birds may flutter through the sky of your mind. Clouds come and go. The life of the body goes on. And yet we are still and silent. Like a great mountain mother or father watching over all the life. Be very gentle with your body as you move out of your posture of meditation to another position if you wish to, position you're more comfortable in. So this is a time when I would welcome your reflections, your questions, anything you'd like to say. It's really a mantra. It comes from a Buddhist sutra, the loving kindness meditation, and this mantra, it's it's sending loving kindness. So when the next step for this, after getting in touch with this mountain, is to engender these wishes of well-being for, and we can take it to, an individual, or we can take it to the entire world. Weekly, I take it to New York City. Lately, I've been taking it to India. So anyway, I would just like to offer these lines from the loving kindness meditation. May all beings be happy. May they be joyous and live in safety. All living beings, whether weak or strong, in high or middle or low realms of existence, small or great, visible or invisible, near or far, born or to be born, may all beings be happy. And may you be well and happy and safe.